Alright, in this video I'm taking a Koowheel DM3 second generation skateboard, putting a custom battery and custom enclosure on it. Looks like that. That's the bottom. Custom made carbon fiber enclosure that's removable with clevis pins and cotter pins. And the battery here is also removable with the same thing, cotter pins and clevis pins. On the bottom here I built a wooden insert for the battery. That's what the top looks like after it's all said and done. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to show you some of the parts and the tools that you're going to need. Alright, we got some tape here, XT30 connector, washers, rubber washers, the Koowheel proprietary connector you have to order from Koowheel, clips, cotter pins and clevis pins, glue gun and soldering iron, drill bits, Dremel Multimax, this is for boring out the wood piece, and a regular Dremel. Got a carbon fiber cloth, that's what it looks like when it's unraveled, clear epoxy, resin, hard coating, a fiberglass cloth, you can get this anywhere. And this is the battery I got. It's got 36 volts. It's supposed to be 10 amp, but I think they're knockoff 18650s, so not the greatest battery so far. So this piece of wood molding I bought from Home Depot. Okay, when I first got the battery, I just wanted to test out that it works okay, so I just did a kind of a makeshift connection here. Speeding up the video a bit here just to spare you guys the details. So it did turn on. Connected. Let's just do a little quick test. Working. Do fast mode. So now that I know the battery's working, I'm soldering the Koowheel connector that I ordered from their website. It wasn't very expensive and it came pretty quick. So there it is there. As you'll notice, I use pretty high gauge wire. There's a lot of current going through that thing, so I'd suggest using some thick wire. Got this piece of molding wood. I'm going to mark it and then bore that out with the Dremel Multimax. I will bore out this whole section here. What I do now is make a stencil. Yeah, so here I'm making the stencil to make it easier to figure out position where to bore out on that piece of wood there. Tape. Here I'll be using the Dremel Multimax tool to bore out that area on that piece of wood for the connector to go into. And here I'm using the glue gun to solidify it, get it all secure. Got these washers, rubber washers. Alright, I'm going to try a test with this setup here. It's just sort of a Velcro straps, the strap. Going to connect that guy there, see how it goes. Get the board on. First thing I noticed, the board's remote is complaining a little bit. It's vibrating almost like it's got too much voltage. 42 volts versus 50. check things out here. Battery moved a little bit, but it's all good. Still pretty solid in there. Let's go uphill. So the real life road test was a success, and battery's still on there. Everything looks good. Do a little voltage check when I get home. See how much that little test run consumed of the battery. Be careful I don't cross the wires here. 40.6. We started out with 41 or something like that. Making a stencil here for the holes, for the clevis pins, for the removable battery here. Great. Everything's all mounted. Gonna do a real test now, test drive. Put this guy under here, that guy in there, that in there. See how everything's hanging together here? A little bit of play now. So I'm riding on a pretty flat surface, 39 kilometers an hour, pretty good speed. Alright, let's keep on rolling, baby. You know what time it is. So at 9 kilometers I was getting a flash, meaning that the battery's getting down. Okay, it just died on me at 11.4 kilometers. See where we're at. 35. Alright, this part of the video I'm showing you how to do the carbon fiber fiberglass cover. And I'm going to start out with mixing the epoxy. Put the fiberglass on and the carbon fiber. Sort of paint it on with a brush. So once I put it all together, I'm going to put the masking tape over the whole board. So tape is all on. Good coverage. I'm going to put the fiberglass piece over it first, and then carbon fiber right on top of that, and then start with the epoxy. So here I let the epoxy set for 2 days, and I'm now peeling it off the skateboard. It's a little bit tough. So once I got most of the masking tape off the bottom, I used a Dremel cutting wheel and cut around the border, and it looked like this. And the bottom I used rubber black spray paint, and here's the final product with the foam around the borders. There it is there, that's the final. Alright, here's the first real live test. Put that in there. Board is on. super speed. Okay. Just speeding up the video a little bit here. It's like the top. It's the bottom.